Jonathan Chovansek, just saying, fresh off a flight. You got in at midnight. You were here this morning, and we're talking all about cherries.
You know, Riaz, you're so handsome. I had to dress up today because I always look so bad compared to you when we do these.
No, man. You're a handsome man yourself, and the bow tie is fresh.
Listen, we're talking BC tree fruit. It's cherry season. You can get cherries from now until mid-September, but get them now because they're in the stores, they're luscious, they're ripe, and they're ready to cook with.
Okay, what's the recipe you're making today? Because I see cherries and a cake.
Okay, we made a windowsill whiskey cherry cake. We're gonna roast a little cherries. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the windowsill cherry jazz I want to talk about. So we took cherries and pitted them, filled them in the mason jar, covered them with Canadian rye whiskey, and put them in the windowsill for a whole week. The flavor comes up, and we put a little spice, a little cinnamon, a little star anise in there, and then we use that in the cake recipe. The cake recipe is online. Now, I want to garnish, show you a little garnish for plating. Okay. So it's almost like Valentine's Day, but it's in the summertime because we have our beautiful cherries. So what I've got, Riaz, is I've got our beautiful BC tree fruit.
So they're going in the pot. What temperature and how long are you roasting them for to get them right? I've
been roasting these for the last 10 minutes. You see how glazed and beautiful they are? They're just starting to release their juices. It's around 230 degrees in this sugar syrup right now. So I've pre-cut our cake because we didn't have time to do the cake.
You have some cream right here coming too, I heard.
We got some cream coming. And what I've done with this is, if you take my whisk and just give it a little beat, you don't want to beat it too heavy. You still want it to be nice and creamy as you go over those cherries. And what I'm doing is grating a little tonka bean over top. And then a very important ingredient is bitters. We cook with bitters. These are cherry bitters made with our BC cherries.
Now that's just a little drop you're putting in there.
That's a little drop. We're going to come off the heat. See how we have this caramel rolling? Now what we do is we take the cream. We go right in. Boom.
Ooh.
It bubbles, it shakes. Smell that action.
Oh, and that smells delicious.
Over top of our cake for beautiful plated dessert. So cherries are really abundant right now, and then they disappear for the whole year. So I dry the cherries. I'll take them, pit them, put them on a baking sheet into a 200-degree oven, let them dry cook overnight, and basically what you're going to have is a semi-dried cherry like this that you can put into a freezer bag and keep them for the rest of the year.
Would you use the dried cherries in the mix that you just created too, or are you
Absolutely.
Going fresh cherries? Oh, really? Okay.
I just forgot to do it this morning because I got off a plane at midnight.
But when we look at the cherries like you have laid out right here, how do you know you're getting the best cherries out there? What do you look for in terms of consistency?
Well, you're looking for weight, and you're looking for color. You're looking for how they feel in the hands. So you want a cherry that has a skin that's just holding in all that ripe, juicy flavor. If it's a little bit hard, it's all right. You can use some techniques like roasting it, drying it to bring out more flavor. But if they're juicy and succulent and ready to be eaten, I just eat them raw. I don't cook them. We just knock the pits out of there and then enjoy them over top of a cake dish or some ice cream or on their own.
We only have about 30 seconds left, but tell us about the cocktail to complement this.
This is a beautiful cherry cocktail created by Lauren Moat, featuring bittered sling extracts, BC tree fruit cherries, and you can get it at Edible Canada right now on their menu through until September.
So we will put these recipes online on our Facebook page too. I got to dive in with a taste test too, with the spoon. Because
they are also available on BC Tree Fruit's website and available on Bittered Sling's website. So,
ooh,
whiskey cake, cherries, cream.
That is nice.
Summertime.
Perfect temperature as well. Who are we going to right now? Is it Russ down about? Russ, we're going to save you a piece right here with the cherries too.
Thank you, Riaz. Thanks for having my back, my friend. It looks delicious.